So you're thinking of making Accokeek, Maryland your home, and you want space with acreage. I mean, like 1 to 2 acreage, square footage, and a beautiful new construction community. Well, look no further because we're about to get into that right now. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brittany Stinney. I'm a realtor, probably serving the DMV area. And look, you want to make sure you turn on your notifications, so hit that subscribe button because today we're in Accokeek, Maryland, which you might not have ever heard of, but it's a beautiful place here in Prince George's County. Who knows where we're going to be next, right? Because we're going to do a little bit of everything here on this channel. So turn on those notifications, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions as we're kind of walking through this property, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Or feel free to reach out because whether you have questions or you're looking to move in the next 9 days or even the next 90 days, call, email, text, virtual call, all those options are available to you. And we're happy to happy to help you determine what can make Accokeek, Maryland your new home. But let's stop talking. Let's get into it. Just to show you how beautiful this community is, there are, as you can see, a good amount of new construction lots going on right now. There are move-in ready homes as well as properties. If you want to start from scratch and make it your own, you can do that. Scratch meaning start with the lot and then choose the floor plan with this builder. Now, this builder does have 4 different floor plans available. We are going to tour 2 of those today. One starting around 4,000 square feet and the other one sitting at a little over 6,000 square feet. So you're going to see space and options within both, and they have about 18 lots still available in this community. Now again, we're in Accokeek. If you've never heard of Accokeek, you're not the first, but it is what I think to be a very cute area here in Prince George's County, Maryland. If you're looking for a community that's walkable, meaning you can just come out the community and walk to the grocery store or walk to the library or wherever, this is probably not it. It's not it. Accokeek is kind of tucked away. There are plenty of things nearby, and what I personally love about this area is that you're in Prince George's County, but you're bordering Charles County, so you really get the best of both worlds in terms of community features and things around the neighborhood and the area, like recreation centers and community events and things like that. Now, Charles County, the closest city probably be Waldorf with where we are located, but once you kind of leave out of this area, you're not crazy far at all from Crane Highway or 301, whichever you would like to call it. And there are tons of shops. You have a good amount of grocery stores, Safeway, Giants, all those things. As of this summer in 2025, there is now a Sprouts market. There's also a Mom's Organic market. Those are all going to be about 15 to 20 minutes from here. Giant and Safeway, yeah, those are going to be a little bit closer. There's not a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's in this area yet. There is an Aldi. And so there's just a good amount of options, and outside of grocery stores, there's a lot of other stores, Target, Walmart, all those things that you need here. There's a shopping center, like all within about 15 to 20 minutes, and you're not too far from being outside of the southeast portion of DC from this community. Before you get to southeast DC, you're gonna be close to like that Fort Washington, Maryland area. So there's some good restaurants there. I personally don't feel like there's a lot. If that's not enough there for eating, you can go into National Harbor, and there you will find more restaurants and options out there, but I hate the parking. I'm not gonna lie. National Harbor parking drives me insane. They have parking garages, but it just gets on my nerves. So that's just me venting about National Harbor area, but just want to talk to you about what's around the community because it's important when you're looking for a new home to, of course, not only find a home that works for you, but is it where you want to live? Now that we've talked about the area a little bit, let's check out these properties here. And you can just see from behind me how large they are. We're actually going to start in the Donovan, but I'm going to swing around here so you can see what's in front of me. And this is actually the Harmon model. This is the one that is actually 6,000 square feet. And we're gonna take a look at this next. So make sure you stay to the end to check this out. But let me just give you a little quick preview before we go take a look at the Donovan. One more thing that I want to share with you before we go down the street to check out the first model. So this community, like I mentioned, they have about 18 lots still for sale. A good amount are either move-in ready or some you can build from the ground up with the builder. The starting base price in this neighborhood is going to be around the mid-8. And I'm not going to talk too much about prices just because prices can change. And right now we're just in a market where prices are changing frequently. But if you want to know the current rates or incentives offered by the builder, just drop it in the comments if you're wondering what the current rates are, or like I said, you can just reach out and I'm happy to help you with that. But what I wanted to show with you before we go down the street is that even though this builder is building around They had 25 lots total. There was another builder, Haverford, which was in this community, St. James. And there was, I don't know their actual lot numbers, but you're gonna see a mix of some of their homes in this community as well. So this builder is not Haverford, but they have beautiful designs. And this is actually Richmond American homes, so it's a little different. I've seen Haverford homes as well, in addition to these, and they both give you a great amount of space, and the acreage is great in either community. But the point is, you're gonna see a mix of homes. And if you're familiar with the community and you're wondering why certain floor plans aren't still available, it's because the first builder is no longer building in this community, but there is now a new builder who has purchased 18 additional lots. And so that kind of gives you a mix of home styles, which is actually kind of nice. So that way it's not a cookie cutter neighborhood. But for real, let's stop talking, let's go check out the Donovan. So here we are in the first model. This is the Donovan. So I'm just gonna swing you around right here. You have your front door and your front porch, just to show you exactly where I am. And then we're gonna go upstairs, but let me swing you to this side where you have this beautiful dining room. Now keep in mind, I'm gonna show you how the builder has it set up, but you can do whatever you would like to the property. So it's set up as a dining room, but you can use it however you see fit. And this property is going to give you a good amount of square footage. And I'm just going to show you this too. So you see from the front door, you can go to this side to the left, and you're going to have more of your living area. And that door right there is actually the basement. We're going to go down there. But first, we're going to go over here to the right. And the cool thing about this community is that they have homes where you can build, where you can, choose a lot and build it yourself. And then they also have move-in ready homes. So I'm just going to show you this area, which I think is pretty nice, right? So it can be used as a bar area or, storage for your dining room. I personally love it when homes have this kind of flow space when they come from the kitchen to the dining room, because if you entertain a lot or when you have others over, it just makes it an easy transition where they can get you dizzy. But I'm gonna swing over here, but you can cook right here and then easily just walk right down here and have your beautiful dinner to celebrate whatever it is you want to celebrate, or just enjoy the day and the week right here. So that's a really nice feature. Now you saw the bar behind me. Again, I don't want to give you whiplash, but we're going to swing over here. You have a nice large pantry with these beautiful built-in shelves. I love that they did not give us the standard builder grade, those wire shelves that I cannot stand. But you often see those in new construction homes. Now in this property, you have your GE Cafe appliances, and they're both right here with your oven and your microwave. I love that the microwave is off for the countertop and over here to the side. And then you have a ton of cabinet space with a beautiful island. And I'll step over here so you can see another vantage point, but you can just check out the countertops. It's quartz countertop with the white subway tile, and they have what I do love white cabinets. I know some people don't like them because they can get dirty relatively easy, but they have the black hardware on it. I personally think it's just a really nice touch. But let me know in the comments, do you like one of the darker cabinets or the white cabinets? I personally feel like the white cabinets give it just, I don't know, looks brighter to me. So you have your refrigerator right here, again, GE Cafe appliances. And then over here you have some more cabinet space. And we're gonna see this room in a second because I think it's gorgeous. But let's take a look at the island. You have this nice large farm sink. And the cool thing is when you have it right here, I mean, just look at that vantage point you have when you're cleaning the dishes or doing whatever. You can have enough seating right here to have people here. If you have family or individuals in school, they can just sit right here, do their homework, keep an eye on them. They're not going too far from your site. And then you come over here. In addition to the eating that we saw on the other side, you now have this other area, which can be used as, of course, whatever you see fit, but they have it set up with a table. Now these lots are 1 to 2 acre lot, and the cool thing is they are not on septic tanks. So if that's a concern for you, this is public water. So you don't have to worry about maintaining a septic system. Now over here, you have this beautiful covered porch. It might be a little loud, but let's take a step outside. And loud because they're doing some construction, getting ready for you to call this your new home. But let me show you the flooring. A nice large deck. And I love that it's covered. Now they don't have it here. It's not screened, but I'm pretty sure that's something you could easily add. If not through the builder, you can add it once you're in. And I was looking up because they do have some areas, they don't have ceiling fans installed, but they do have recessed lighting. So like this one is a light. I probably should turn it on before I came outside, but you have a light here. And then you have this rough-in right here where you can install an outdoor ceiling fan. And then just to give you a glimpse of this particular lot, show you how peaceful it is. And I like it because if you see back here, you see neighbors. So you have space, but you're not isolated. Now I'm gonna see if I can zoom in, because if you see these signs right here, these are part of the tree conservation. So they're protected, which means this space back here remains your yard, you know, depending on where the boundaries are, but these trees will not be coming down to build more houses. So it's nice to have that peace of mind if you're wondering like what's coming after this. So now that we're back inside, let me just give you another vantage point from this end. Kitchen. And I love, we haven't talked about the flooring, but I personally am a sucker for this like white oak color. I love it. Great amount of outlets and things like that in the kitchen and around the island. Again, now you can just see even better how much seating you can get, because those are actually pretty chunky chairs for an island, but they don't feel chunky. They only look chunky because I'm looking at them. They're actually really pretty. Let me swing over here. And this is your beautiful family room. Now, since we just came outside, let me show you, you actually have more doors right here, which I love. I personally think the only thing that would have made this better is if these were like the gliders, so where you could just push one door all the way to the side and that's just a full open. You probably could have that installed later once you make this home. But let me go up. We have additional windows here, so the natural light pours in. And it's a beautiful fireplace, which is floor to ceiling. Now we're going to pivot here. So the island is behind me. That's your front door, basement. We're going to go upstairs in a minute, but there's still more for me to show you back here. Just going to come down this hallway. I love that the hallways are wide and give you a lot of space. So right here, you have a half bath. And it's a great location because it's not like in the kitchen, you know what I mean? It's like tucked to the side. And it's near the garage, which I'll show you. But they have this beautiful room. Now it does have the double door feature, and it is more so set up like a home office. But of course, if you needed to, you could use this however way you see fit. This might be great if you need a guest room on this level, or maybe a room that serves more than one purpose. Like you could have it an office / guest room, which is nice if you have anybody who's living or coming to visit you who does not prefer to do the steps, because they have this room right here. I'm gonna walk around here so you can just see how spacious this room is. Now the other reason, you know, the bathroom right here, the other nice part about that is this is your garage, currently set up as a sales center, but you have a mudroom space right here, which is actually a pretty large mudroom space. And then if you turn right here, you have your extremely spacious nice wide sink, and you could either do, there might be some options to do stackable. I don't know why you would want to, but you could do top loading. You have plenty of space to either do the front loading like they have here or the top loading washer and dryer. I mean, this is almost like a bedroom in itself. It's so big. With the black hardware, just like with in the kitchen, and then cabinet space here as well. All right, so now that we've seen this beautiful space, and let me just show you again how gorgeous it is coming from the garage. I mean, can you imagine just walking into this as your home after a long day of work, everybody getting on your nerves, and you come here to this oasis? Well, let's take a look. Let's go downstairs. So as we're coming down, this does have carpet in it, and it's very plush, by the way. I have my shoes on and I still feel like it's a lot of cushion, but this basement is just going to give you space. So when you walk in here, you have canvas, right? You can make this whatever you want. Oh, that's funny, they put a desk here. So this could be set up, turned into another room. You do have your electrical panel here, but you could easily add this if you need additional space. If you want to make this a bedroom, just be aware that this technically would not, I mean, it doesn't have windows, so keep that in mind. And if you would like windows, if you're building the property on the lot and working with the builder for that, that's something you want to talk about, because I'm pretty sure that would be an upgrade, right? To add a window. Let's come to the finished part of the basement. And it's just space on space on space. Now, before we walk over here, let me just show you, you do have a door here, which is a great feature because that means you can easily get outside from the basement. You have enough space over here to add some tables like they do, make a game room, a workout area, an additional office space. Basements are often associated with the man cave, but this can be the lady lounge, kid space, the teen space, the get away from me, I need space, you know, whatever you need to make it, because there is actually so much room down here. And this is not even the largest model in this community, but let's walk down here. Now to our left is just some additional storage space. So even if you were to make that first storage space I showed you into a room, you still have plenty of storage space here, in my opinion. This does not, oh, it does actually go a little further back than I thought, but not that far. But you have your sub pumps here and your systems here as well. And then tucked away here, you have, you know, just a linen closet, and then this beautiful full bath. Now that I'm looking at this one, let me add too, because I was mentioning that you can use the office as a bedroom. Just keep in mind that bathroom that I showed you is a half bath up on that main level. So that's something to think about. But this is an additional guest room if you would like to use this space. And, you know, being that there's a door on the side, that actually might be nice if you have somebody living with you or want somebody living with you where they just have their own entrance. They can easily just come in through the basement door. And this is a pretty large closet for a basement. And while we're in the basement, you still have natural light coming through your egress window. If you're wondering what that is around the siding of it, that's put fire safety reasons to have that there. But this is a great amount of space for a bedroom in a basement. So now that we've toured the first 2 floors, as if this is not enough space with this massive basement where everybody can have their own corner, as well as the beautiful upstairs or the main floor level that we saw, let's take a look. We're going to go all the way upstairs. So it's 3 levels total, right? When you're including the basement. Let's go upstairs and check out the bedrooms and see what they're talking about upstairs. All right, so now we're heading upstairs, and they have these dark chestnut oak floors, which I love. It's definitely, let me swing you over, a contrast between the other floor that we saw, but I think it works. And they're beautiful wide steps, which I think is nice. So right off the stairs, you have a bathroom right here. So let's check that out. 2 sinks. standard linen closet. And look, they have the shelves. I told you, if there's new construction, you're gonna see those shelves. But this bathroom is really nice, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts if you feel otherwise. For me, aesthetically, these colors are all my love language, like the black hardware and the light oak flooring, the subway, well, these aren't subway tiles, but the white tiling in the bathroom. And I like that this has the separate door right here. If you have multiple people like kids or teenagers here, you have your 2 sinks, and someone can be doing what they need to do at the sinks, and then someone else can be in the bathroom because there's a separate door. So that's nice, keeps the peace. Now, let's swing over here. So we already saw this space down here, right? What we're gonna do before we go in there, we're gonna swing around behind me. And we're gonna come into this bedroom, the first bedroom up here. Nice size. You have 2 windows, so it brings in a lot of natural light. And this bedroom has an ensuite bathroom. Now we're just going to leave out this bedroom and walk down here to what I believe is, yes, this is your primary bedroom. And before I show you the room, I know that was a teaser, but you just have these little nice features. The fan, it's simple things, but it's just nice. And they do have these light switches. Some people prefer this type of light switch, if that matters to you, just something to kind of keep in mind. And then they have your system right here. So I believe this is going to be, it's not on, but I believe that's your alarm system panel. So that way you have it, which is nice to have in your room. This is your primary bedroom. And they do have the tray ceiling and the fans added, great amount of natural light. Came over to the other corner because I just want you to see from a different perspective what the room size looks like. Now, if I'm blatantly honest, this is not the largest primary bedroom I've seen. It is still a great size. You have enough space to get a king, queen, plus additional furniture in here, having a seating area. I personally think it's a great amount of space, but let me know in the comments. Do you feel like this is great size for the primary bedroom, or do you feel like it needs just a little bit more space? Okay, so let's step into your primary bathroom. Again, 2 sinks, which are required, right, to keep the peace if there's 2 of you in here. Then you have your separate bathroom, or separate toilet, I should say. And then over here you have another closet, which is, oh, okay, extra closet, that makes sense. And if I'm not mistaken, this is not the only closet. Now again, you have those wires that I was discussing that are not ideal. I feel like they're really awful for shoes in particular because your heels are sliding through them, but you can easily add a closet system here to make it your own, but it is a good amount of space. So this gives you another perspective of the sink. This beautiful shower. I mean, that's a large shower with 2 shower heads. You probably could add more. And if you wanted to, you probably could even close this out with additional glass and then, have it so it kind of tilts out for venting. But I find when you have, the glass that goes from the floor to the ceiling, it just makes the shower more like a spa. It's a great feeling when you can close it off. This is additional closet. The reason I'm saying is because love the house. I do feel like it is lacking a little bit in the closet space in here for a primary bedroom, because this would be your only closet. I mean, you do have this one that I just showed you behind me. Right now it's set up as a linen closet. This is a great amount of space compared to some other models that we've seen on this channel. I feel like we could have a little more of that in here. But let's go check out the other rooms. So again, we're gonna walk across here. So we have the bedroom that we saw here, bathroom, and you still have 2 additional bedrooms. So this is your front door, right? But we're gonna swing to this side next. First, we're gonna go over here to this bedroom. I love that light pouring in. And let me also be honest, so this neighborhood is near a school, and I always encourage everyone to do their own research on the schools. It is Accokeek Academy, which is a very cool school because it's actually kindergarten through 8th grade. You can't see it here, but the reason I'm staring or have us focus on this window is because this particular street in the morning, just so you know, mornings and afternoons, as near any school, there's pickup and drop off, so it can get a little congested right here, but it does move relatively quickly. If I'm honest, I think the traffic goes pretty fast for a school, but just something to keep in mind if you're running late to leave for the workday. So I like how they made this space into like a little office area. You can make this into whatever, works for you. A reading nook could be pretty cool, or a library, I should call it. And then you have your last bedroom here on this top floor. So there you have it. We checked out the Donovan, which is the main decorated model here in this community. Let's go check out these additional 2 models that they have. Just keep in mind, they're not decorated, so they don't have all the thrills that you're gonna see in this one in terms of making it look like a lived-in home, but it's still gonna give you a good understanding of what's to offer in this neighborhood because they do have several floor plans, some that are move-in ready and some that you can buy the lot and build on and customize to your own liking. So let's go check those out. Okay, so we are in the second model in this community. You probably hear the echo because I am in this massive garage. It's a 3-car garage. This is the Harmon model. So again, we just left the Donovan. This is the Harmon, and this is gonna give you a lot more square footage because the first one we saw was around a little over 4,000 square feet, and this property is gonna be over 6,000 square feet. So you can already tell there is a difference. But if you have a large truck or you're worried about it not fitting in here, don't worry about that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swing around the camera and let's take a tour of this beautiful model and see if this is a good fit for you in this beautiful community here. So now that I'm out of the way, let me just give you a quick little swing around in the garage. Again, 3-car garage, plenty of space. If you don't have 3 cars, you can use it for storage. And actually what I love is that there's enough space all here for 3 cars, and then you still have plenty of space back here. Like plenty of space to use for storage. And so that's just nice because you're not feeling crowded with cars plus bikes and camping materials and everything else. But let's take a walk in here. Again, they have the same flooring that we saw in the last house. They don't have something right here, but you can easily set this up with some shelves and some seating area. And you probably could also put some right here as well. And then you have a closet. So that's nice. Come out in the winter, you have your coats, put them right here. Now we come out here, we're gonna walk down this way, but first we're gonna go here. You see you have like a welcome center right here. I actually like this. This is a good spot to dump mail and keys and all the things so they don't get caught up in the rest of the house. Mine inhales all of that in our home. Half bath right here. And here you have your laundry room area, which is massive. You have to sing when you say that, right? Say massive. But you have enough space to add your washer and dryer, and they have a ton of cabinet space in here, which I love. This is pretty phenomenal laundry room. I love nice pantries and laundry rooms. And then you have this bedroom, or excuse me, a room. This can be used as an office. You could use this as a bedroom or a guest room, but consistent with the previous one that we saw, the bathroom on this level is a half bath. I mean, you could easily still have someone here, but just know if they need to take a shower, they have to go up a floor or down a floor. So we're gonna come through here. Again, your bathroom, this is your garage area. Now there's 2 directions we could go. We're gonna go down this way to the kitchen. Ooh, that's pretty. So you have the the fireplace right here. So you don't have necessarily the ceiling height that we saw on the last one, but it is still a ton of space. Now this is my first time seeing this model, and that's why you're gonna hear me explain. Oh my gosh, the space keeps going. So you have all these cabinets right here, and then you have the appliances that are actually different. So you still have your wall stove right here. Now, if you remember in the last one, the microwave was a little different. It's actually monogram appliances. So that is a great upgrade already. And the refrigerator, if I'm not mistaken, is actually larger in this one as well. But oh my gosh, y'all, the cabinet space and the counter space, it just keeps going. There's some right here. We're gonna take a look at that in a second. Let's swing around. This is gorgeous. This beautiful stove and oven with a pretty wide hood, if I don't say so myself. And what they have that I love personally is the floor to ceiling cabinets. I know, like, I can't reach that, but I like it because I don't like the space that's usually left here. It just collects dust, but you don't have that here. Now this island, let's come back down and to show you just how wide it is. It's kind of a unique shape, but just to show you what you're looking at from this area, beautiful family room area. You have your dishwasher right here and a great amount of cabinet space here. And I'm assuming, I just want to know what this is because this is a different shape. I'm pretty sure it's your, yep, trash can. It's the simple things that make a big difference, but you have a nice deep farm sink. And then you have, as if you need more room, this beautiful seating area here. And then just like with the last one, you have the outdoor space that is also covered. Let's take a quick look outside, just real quick. Now, funny story, once I did have a buyer who loved outdoor space, but it had to have an outlet. Like, it was literally a deal breaker if there was not an outlet already included outside or a way to easily add one. I say that to say you have an outlet outside. So if you want to grill or do whatever you need to do, and again, this one has this acreage. So you have a wide yard, and not only do you have a good amount of backyard space, you have front yard space as well. That's a big spider. We're gonna stay away from that. So just to show you a different angle, let's take a look at your beautiful new kitchen. I mean, y'all, like, the space just keeps going. So let's walk down here. This is a cool space. It's like a study area. I've actually kind of love it. I've never seen this before. But it's nice because if you do have kids who are in school, they can easily come sit here where they're away from the television, but they're not too far from you if you're in the kitchen. So you can keep an eye on them and make sure they're doing what they said they're gonna do. Or if you need a workspace, like, kids out the equation, right? If as an adult, you just need some space to work. This is pretty cool. I love that they have that built in. And then here, you have a pantry with a ton of space. And again, already have the built-in, so you just move in, unpack, you're good to go. Your kitchen is up and running. And we're gonna come back through the kitchen, loop around here. You have wet bar. And then you have your dining room and your living room. I mean, it just keeps going. And just to show you how this kind of works, we're gonna loop around. So we just left the kitchen area, right? And then we'll walk into this room. And of course, this can be set up any way you see fit, whatever works well for you. If you need some additional office space here, you could use that. You're right off the front door. So just, I'm gonna swing around so you see where we just came from. So again, this is the dining room. That's the wet bar right there. And then you go that way and you have the kitchen. So now we're gonna go in here. You have your, I mean, look at this foyer. foyer for yay, however you want to say it. It's amazing. So let's do this. Let's go to the basement first, then we'll come back up and we'll come up these beautiful stairs here. That's kind of a cool little corner or nook to create some pretty artwork or space. Now these stairs, I don't know if you can really see how wide they are. And the ceiling height is pretty phenomenal for stairs. I feel like these are like the widest stairs I've seen so far. Just like with the first one we saw, you come off the stairs and to the right, you have a ton of storage space. This is, again, much larger compared to the first property. If you needed to or wanted to, you could create this as a media room or theater, whatever your heart desires, because it is so much space. You swing around here. I believe that's a roughen for a wet bar, looks like. It's pretty tall with roughen, but you have your doors going outside. And I love the length of this basement with the recessed lighting up here. What I'm going to do, now that I'm at the other side of the basement, I'm going to swing around so you can just see it from a different angle. We're going to come to the right. We have this hallway that leads us to another bedroom. It does again have that egress window. And over here you have, again, a deep closet. Let me turn on the lights for you. So they do really well with these closet sizes in the basements. Pretty impressed. Which is nice, because again, you could have this as a guest room, a bedroom if you have additional family members, or you're just a teenager, you want some space from, or whomever. You can make this into an office, a game room. It has a good amount of storage. And then the nice feature is you have a full bathroom right here. Now that we have toured the basement, let's take a look, well, not just the basement, we've toured 2/3 of the floors here. So let's go upstairs to the final floor, right, where the bedrooms are, and see what it's looking like up there. Let's take a look. All right, so here we're going up these stairs. They're pretty cool because they're like windy, for lack of better words. I usually don't like stairs that curve. I know that may sound weird, but the way they've done these are really nicely done. And let's just show you the top, how beautiful it is. I know it's weird to kind of focus on the light, but I love the windows they have here. And then just to show you the stairs that we just came up. Pretty sure that's the primary, but let's come here. This one does not have recessed lighting, so bear with me. We're gonna work with the natural light. Oh, sorry, I got surprised from what I just saw. But a nice sized bedroom. And what I got excited about is because they have a Jack and Jill bathroom. Look, can we just say whoever is in this room has a great closet size. We're gonna swing in here and you have a bathroom again with the 2 sinks to reduce fighting in the morning. Then here you have your separate bathtub, shower, and toilet. And again, it's nice because it has a door. So if you have family members, especially kids, if they fight or argue, whatever, somebody could be in here getting dressed. Someone else is in their room with their sink, they can come out and brush their teeth and do whatever they need to do and then wait for the shower to be available to them. This is the other bedroom. I'm gonna walk over here just to show you a different angle, but I love that all the rooms have a good amount of natural light. So again, that's the bathroom. And then you have another closet. Now, this closet does not seem to be as generous as the other one, but it's still a great size. keeps going, my friends. So let's go across the hallway and you have another bedroom. Now, this bedroom does not have a walk-in closet, as you can see, but it does have 2 closets. So they make up for the space that maybe you feel like you lost in the last one. And if you really wanted to, you might be able to situate that so it is more like a walk-in closet, maybe if you combine the 2. Now I'm curious. Oh, okay. So I take that back. So there's not, I was thinking maybe you can make this deeper, but it's pretty narrow. It's still a good sized closet. Do not get me wrong. It's a great sized closet. I was wondering because sometimes they have like a wall that separates this. Thankfully they do not. So that makes it easy for you to move in and transform it to however you see fit. Now we saw the bedrooms with the Jack and Jill, but this one has its own ensuite bathroom. Same finishes that we saw in the other property. Well, you don't have a bathtub in this one, but again, if you're building it from start to finish, you could see if there's an option to add a bathtub in this bedroom. This property is a move-in ready property, meaning you're not going to be able to make updates because the builder has already completed the house, and so they're just waiting for you to move in. So now let's go down this hallway. You have multiple closets. A lot of closets actually. So this is, yeah, just another closet. And then right here, let's see. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, so you have your systems right here too. Let me just remind you where we are. Front door, bedroom right here with the Jack and Jill bathroom. And so this is the hallway with the closet we just saw. This bedroom has the ensuite. This bedroom is connected to this other bedroom with the Jack and Jill bathroom. You have your double doors, or French doors, if you will, that lead to, yeah, now this is a primary bedroom. You might recall in the Donovan, I mentioned that the primary bedroom was not as large as I might have expected, but this one is large. And the Donovan is still a great size, but if you're looking for more of suite for your primary bedroom that gives you multiple spaces, this property is probably going to be a better fit for you. And if you're wondering, like, what is the price on this property? These are currently in the $1 million range. The prices can change. So if you're wondering what the specific price is that at the time you're seeing this video, go ahead and drop it in the comments or send me a text or email or hop on a virtual call with me and we can see what the prices are for this community at the time you're looking and see if it's a good fit for you. But I love that this property has this additional space in the primary bedroom. Well, let me just swing around to show you how large it is again. I mean, you could do so many things in this space. In addition to having your bed and all your bedroom furniture, you can make this like a sitting area, a little TV room, some space to get you away from everybody else in the family if you need that, or just a suite to yourself, whatever works well for you. You probably actually, don't want to get you dizzy, but have enough space if you wanted to add like a little morning bar or something like that. Now you have this closet space right here, which is nice. That blue tape means they got to fix something. Yep, and I see it. If you ever see blue tape, that means the builder can fix it. Now this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Let's turn on the light. This is a closet. I'm in a singing mood. Okay, so this closet is one closet, but it's extremely large. They do have the wires in here, but you see you have a ton of space to make this your own. I'm gonna come around here. And it keeps going. So it is one closet, but it's large enough where you can have your own space. I mean, let me know, y'all, if there's anybody that's like, no, I need that whole closet for myself. Yeah, you might, I don't know. But this is a large closet. And again, you have some space here, and then you have this gorgeous bathroom. Look at the flooring. And the beautiful shower that is its own bedroom in itself. You have 2 sinks, but they are on opposite sides of the bathroom, which could also be nice. Right? To keep everybody sane. And then you have your separate toilet area Let me just swing around right here. Get out that shot. Let me give you a different vantage point. What do you think of this property? In my opinion, what the other one was lacking in terms of like the bedroom space for the primary, this one did not lack at all. I feel like this one has a ton. I mean, it does, a 6,000 square feet as compared to the 4,000. You still have a great amount of space in the Donovan. This one just gives you space on space on space. But let me know in the comments of the two, the Donovan and then this one as well, which one is your favorite and what do you think you would call home?